1, 2, and 3.
Has all those teeth. He's actually...
God!
So tell us, what are some of the favorite things that people come...
You die! Oh.
Not to get in on... Let's see what I got. I knew I shouldn't have had that popcorn. But well, right now we're taking a live look out in Baltimore where the Francis Scott Key Bridge used to stand. And today marks 1 year since the cargo ship Dolly slammed into the bridge, causing it to collapse. All right, we've got some breaking news in New Orleans. What we know so far, 10 people were killed and 30 injured when a vehicle drove through a crowd on New Orleans' famed Canal and Bourbon Street in the first hours of New Year's Day, according to NOLA Reddy, the city's emergency preparedness agency. Also, Mississippi vape stores have until next Monday to get within new guidelines or face fines and possible removal of license. Beginning December 1st, most disposable vapes and flavored juices will be illegal. The new law also requires a registry of all vape products sold in the state. Well, 3 months ago, a Wayne County man was found dead on a four-wheeler. 55-year-old Jeffrey Todd Miller was shot and killed around 1 a.m. on August 3rd. And on November 14th, bond was set at $2 million for Ladarius Earl Larkin. I'm here in Seminary, just in front of those doorsteps where one member of the Lott family lived, and their home sat in this very spot before Saturday's storms. There's a mobile home completely destroyed, and obviously you can see the remnants of both that house and that mobile home scattered all over the place right here beside me, and I'll say another 200 yards in the distance, all from that suspected tornado that hit Tuesday night in Wayne County. You know, just a tragic start to the new year here in State Line as law enforcement is investigating a shooting that claimed the lives of 3 people here at this gas station right here to the left of me, this Clark's gas station. All right, Pine Belt, turning now to the Richton Alderman at Large race. And you see right here, Republican Anthony Todd Lee has 18%, Keith Evans has 17%, James Kitchens with 16%, and Brenda M. Phillips at 15%. And as we approach the 20th anniversary of the storm, one church on the Gulf Coast has worked to restore its sense of community. For months following Hurricane Katrina, congregation at St. Michael's Catholic Church leaned on hope, faith, and prayer. The video you see here may look like a regular stretching routine, but for Colby Maury Rice, it is nothing short of a miracle.
Good job, Colby.
2 years ago, Colby suffered a devastating heat-related injury at Camp Shelby that left him in a coma for nearly 2 months. Now, 2 years later, Colby is an athlete competing in the Warrior Games in Colorado.
I'm good. Actually, I'm having a great time.
Colby has been in Colorado for about 2 weeks training.
Good job. Good job.
And adjusting to the altitude. His coach, Greg Quarles, has been with him every step of the way.
When I first started working with him to last November when he came out to Hawaii, and then to the trials out in Texas, and to now he's put in the time, everything that he's been working with physical therapy and occupational therapy, he's improved tremendously.
Colby has been busy sharpening his skills in shot put, archery,
there it is, Colby. Come on, there you go.
And his favorite, rowing.
Rowing itself is a full body exercise, so it's extremely rewarding. I actually been training for this, like in my free time.
Over the last 2 years of seeing his progress since his injury to where he is now is night and day difference.
Although Colby says that he's excited to compete, he's also making time to enjoy the Colorado scenery.
Actually taking a ton of pictures. Sent some to my friends too. Like the mountains here, beautiful.
Throughout these games and beyond, Colby says that he wants to be the example of dedication and discipline. In Hattiesburg, Trey Howard, WDAM7, on your side.
I usually keep a change of clothes in my van because by the end of the day, they're soaked pretty good.
Packing a few extra shirts is part of the morning routine for Tim Johnson as he starts his day as an HVAC technician. A good idea since he spends a lot of time inside of attics with poor air circulation. And with temperatures hitting the triple digits across South Mississippi,
113, 114 right in there.
The sweat can start to flow pretty quickly.
Probably 5 minutes. It don't take long.
Johnson has been a technician for 8 years, and he says working in extreme heat is part of the job that never gets any easier.
I would say you get used to it, but you don't ever get used to it. You just learn different ways to tolerate it, and you learn your limitations on the heat.
I'm here inside of the attic where Tim has been working, and as you can tell by my face, it is pretty hot. He's been here 3-4 times. He would go down in maybe 10-15 minute intervals and just take a break, cool off, grab some water, because temperatures here have gotten as high as 140 degrees. Right now it is sitting around 120, 121. That's the cooler side. So Tim, he's been going down, making sure he has enough water in his system, making sure he gets some of that breeze outside, because he says you never can stay too hydrated.
You got to take breaks or you'll end up collapsing, and that'll be a wrap for you.
A lesson Johnson learned the hard way early on in his career.
I had a heat stroke 4 years ago because I overdid it. I've got a bunch of friends that have done the same exact thing.
Because of the high heat mixed with the stuffy conditions of the attic, Johnson says escaping for a few minutes into the blazing sun is almost refreshing.
When you're on an attic install and you're up there for 2 or 3 hours at a time and it's 130 plus degrees, when you start to walk down that stairwell coming out of the attic, it's almost like walking into air conditioning and it'll be 90 degrees.
Working conditions for HVAC techs can be taxing. A realization that is not lost on Johnette Pierce.
They just work really hard and do just a great job, and they really don't get enough exposure, for what they do.
Air conditioning repairs are required daily, no matter the time of day, highlighting the impact these workers make on their communities.
These guys are super important to all of us. We all want to be cool. We can't be cool without HVAC guys.
In Hattiesburg, Trey Howard, WDAM 7, on your side. Cheering parents, player chants, and aluminum bats. All familiar sounds of Little League baseball, but all sounds that were missing for so long in the town of McLean.
It's just one of those small communities, and baseball and football was so important to it.
Kyle Woods grew up in McLean and has ties to the baseball fields that date back to his grandparents.
This field's been here for a long time. I mean, this is close to 50 years now. It really made a difference when it was here, and when it was gone, it left a void, I would say.
A couple of years ago, Kyle and other community members noticed that their childhood baseball field had become nearly unrecognizable. So they decided to do something about it to bring that feeling back to their beloved hometown. Right now we're sitting in a very nice dugout, and it looks as though it was made by the community members. Like you guys grabbed some wood and you guys came in here and made the dugout.
That's exactly how it happened. Exactly how it happened. It's a lot of elbow grease and a lot of work days, you might want to say. A lot of us got together and really put in the elbow grease and the woodwork and got it done. That's how it happened.
The community worked together to clear the wooded area, revamp the old field, and even add a second one, making way for the town to restart their baseball and softball leagues this year.
Right off the bat, I mean, we go from no kids to over 85 kids being able to play ball in this community.
Kyle says the league's success has been a pleasant surprise, and it has given a bit of relief to his wallet as well.
We had to travel up to 30 minutes away just for our child to play ball, and she needed somewhere to play, and I've got a little boy coming up now playing t-ball, and it's so great just to travel right up the road and be able to get out here and play ball.
He says all it took was teamwork and determination to bring life back into these fields, proving that if you build it, they will come.
I hear people stop by almost nightly that we're out here playing ball, and it's just, man, I've never seen that many people here. I've never seen that many vehicles in McLean.
Reporting in the Pine Belt, Trey Howard, WDAM 7, on your side.